Hey friends, Jim here. So today, we're gonna take a quick look at how we can embed Google Calendar inside Roam Research. It's pretty easy and it will just take a few steps to do this. If you're in the process of exploring how you can use Roam to take your productivity to the next level, or in the process of making Roam Research your main productivity tool, then this video is for you. Roam lets you embed Google Calendar, which is also a good time blocking and scheduling tool itself. Together with Roam's bi-directional linking and bullet point functionality, it is easy to connect scheduled events, appointments, or tasks with our project categories and notes on Roam Research. And a good way of using this, more than just embedding, is taking notes of our appointments in Google Calendar and link it to relevant personal notes from Roam. So for example, I have an upcoming brainstorming session with a YouTuber friend, and the only thing that we have set up is a calendar invite. Since I want to make sure that all the useful notes that I have in Roam will be included in the discussion, I can create a page to easily organize this, thanks to the bi-directional linking in Roam. Now let's see how we can do this. So to start, I'm just gonna create a page first. So let's just call this Google Calendar, and we will embed the necessary stuff that we need for this. So this is how my Google Calendar looks like right now. So what we can do for us to import the necessary stuff that we need so that we can embed Google Calendar on Roam is, first we have to select the three vertical dots next to the calendar that we want to include in Roam Research. So for me, it's this calendar. And then I'm gonna go to settings and sharing. Okay, and on the left, under the calendar name, we choose integrate calendar. And the thing that we have to do here is to copy the public URL in the calendar. So it's this one, the public URL. Alright. And we will go back to Roam Research to document and do this. Back on our Google Calendar page in Roam Research. So this is where we're gonna embed our calendar from Google. So Roam Research uses cascading style sheets to create embedded objects. So we only have to use an iframe block and double curly braces. So we type iframe and then we paste the public URL from earlier. And that's it. We've embedded our Google Calendar, and we can click the appointments or events that we have so that we can survey what needs to be done. So my brainstorming session will be on Friday, May 7th. All right. And once we have a page created specifically for Google Calendar, so this will basically be a container for all of our Google appointments. What I can do is I can link all the notes from the books that I've read that I think would be useful for this brainstorming session. So I can even use a block of notes for our discussion. So we could use, for example, the date picker. And we could remind ourselves, like, it's up to you, maybe during the day or before a day. But I guess it would be nice to remind yourself during the day itself, because I open Roam Research every morning. So we'll put in the date picker, and we're gonna add that we have a brainstorming session, and I could add further details like topics, tech, so things like these. And if I have a note in mind that I think would be helpful, I could also link it here. So I could put resource to discuss and check for book notes. Yeah, so maybe this one, and so that we could easily reference it when we need it for this appointment. These are just some of the things that we can do using the embed feature of Rome Research for Google. And the good thing here is that as you can see, we can link all the notes from the books that I've read, and it could be useful for the brainstorming session. I can even use this certain block of notes for our discussion and synthesis, so that I would have all the things that we've talked about in just one container, this block. And this is how we can combine the functionalities of both Google Calendar and Rome Research to have better note-taking and brainstorming workflow. So just to recap of the things that we did, we retrieved our Google Calendar details and embedded it to Rome Research, and we've tried a few ways how we can make use of the bullet point functionality for appointments, and how we can use it to easily reference notes that we have. So for me, I want to include my book notes or my insights from the books that I've read to our discussion, so I could put it here. So it's that easy, so it makes things more interconnected and easier to access. And I guess one issue that I see here is that we can create calendar appointments in the embedded calendar on Rome Research, but this behavior could just be a part of Rome's current architecture, meaning if you're a primarily Google Calendar user, all scheduling and calendar related activities like creating an event should be directly created on Google Calendar. And what I haven't explored yet is checking for customization that will allow us to edit our Google Calendar appointments in Rome Research. Of course, it's also possible to organize our calendar appointments and activities on Rome, but that's for another video. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any issues recreating this, and I'll be glad to help. If you want to see more videos on how to use Rome to organize our projects, be sure to subscribe down below. So, see you on the next video. Take care.